everyone, it's Whitney. Today we're going to take a look at my dollhouse kitchen. We are going to do some remodeling, some painting, and some granite countertops. The theme that I'm going with is more of an Italian or Tuscan theme, based on some of the kitchens that I saw when I was very blessed to get to go to Italy at one point. But I'm going to add some additional photos to kind of give you an idea of what inspired me, and then I'm going to attempt to recreate some of that. And we're going to get started right now, so I really hope you enjoy this video. So these are the pictures of the kitchens that have really kind of inspired this dollhouse remodel. And you can see all the stone. I'm loving that. I'm loving the granite. I love the dark colors and all the rich woods that you're seeing in these photos. So I'm going to take my current kitchen and convert it using those pieces that I already have, and then I'm going to try to attempt to make it look like these beautiful kitchens here. So my original kitchen, which you can kind of see here in these photos, I have the white cabinets, checkered floors, and then I had all these red and green accents, and it kind of had like a 50s vibe going on, which I love this look too. I still love this look. I'll be sad to see it go, but I really want to move forward and do something with a whole brand new feel and a whole brand new design. Main feature in my new kitchen will be the oven area and the hearth and all the stone that's going to surround it. So I've sketched out my design here to kind of give me a better idea of what I'm looking to do. And I'm hoping to add shelves to the side so that I can have a little bit more storage for my mini pots and pans. And I'm really hoping that it works out the way I visioned it here. So we'll see, I'm hopeful. Anyway, I've also sketched out kind of a bird's eye view of the kitchen to kind of give me a better idea of my floor spacing. And I have to keep in mind that I'm going to be losing an entire wall here to the back because I'm actually going to be removing it. And what I'm hoping to do is add a really cool atrium to that side of the house. And yeah, gulp, hello. I'm actually going to add an atrium to the front of the dollhouse, and I hope it works out. Oh, and if you recognize that t-shirt that you saw, please comment below on what show that's from. So you can see that I'm trying to reduce the kitchen down to only a few pieces here, and I'm going from this to this. But because of the floor print, I did kind of need to buy an extra smaller piece here to make it work. So I did buy one extra piece. Other pieces that I've added is this ceramic fireplace that I found at a garage sale. I bought this Aga oven, which I love. I love this European oven. The real one you can actually buy in the US also. It's awesome. It stays on all the time. You never turn it off. It cooks your food amazingly. So I had to have a miniature version of that for my dollhouse. And then this is going to be my Backsplash. I also found this at some garage sale or something like that. I thought it was awesome, and I just had it put aside waiting for the right moment to use it. So I think I'm going to use it here. I think it's going to be a perfect spot. So next I've kind of cut out the backing, and I've attached the hearth and the hood. And this is going to help me with my shelving on the side eventually. And I use balsa wood to build this piece. And next, my favorite part, just kidding, I hate it, sanding, boo. So I sanded everything down, but not completely to the wood grain, just mostly trying to get that shiny finish off and make it an easier surface to paint on so the paint will actually adhere to it. And then later I'll put some sort of finish on it. So now we're gonna get going on all the painting. And I did all the base cabinets. I did one cabinet, an upper cabinet, I painted that black. All of it, everything is black. Then I went with the vent hood, which I'm going to paint copper. The fridge and the sink and the oven, I'm repainting to like a brushed silver. And the hearthstone will be a mixture of some browns and creams and some brick red. So once all that's dry, I'll begin that look of that granite. So here's the sample of what I want it all to look like. So I've blue taped the base of all the cabinets. And then the first coat that I'm going to use is like this off-white color. So I'm not going to use any water. And this is going to be a very similar technique to dry brushing. So no water. But I put plenty on that first coat, that off-white. And I just blot it on in the same way that I would do over a stencil. And then while this is still wet, I add the next color, which in this case, I chose this maroon color that you see here. And then I just blot that down in the same way, where some areas are going to be a little thicker in color and darker in color than others, and that's fine, that's what you want. And the other thing that you notice that I'm doing is I'm kind of putting it on it going in the same direction per color. So all that maroon is going one way. The next step is the brown, and you can see that I'm putting it all, blotting it all, the same effect going in the same direction again, just like the granite has. And now I'm going to add the black, and you can see same thing going in the same direction to kind of make those veiny looks that you see in real granite. And then I'm just going to let that dry completely. Once that's done, I'm going to grab my varnish, and I chose a satin finish, but you can do whatever you want. You can do matte, or you can do even higher gloss. And then I'm going to fully paint that down so that it doesn't scratch off later and it really holds its color. So now we're at the next step, which is going to be sanding my other pieces that I'm going to be painting silver. I did not sand the oven, of course. In this case, I could just paint over it. So I did a gray coat first before the silver, then I did the silver. And actually for this portion of the video, I did not finish my sink, so I'm going to go back and complete that later. I went back and forth with my backsplash color. I didn't know if I was going to do it like a white, like you actually see in Italy. A lot of their stonework is just done in this white granite or marble, but I did go ahead and finally decided to go with the copper. I hope that you think that I made the right choice, and you can let me know in the comments below. Now, the top cabinet I have had for a lot of years, and over time, if you've owned these kind of dollhouse pieces, sometimes those clear pieces that are made to look like glass or glass fronts, they do yellow over time. But they're very easy to remove. You can just pop them out, and then you can buy new pieces, or actually you could use old CD cases that you might have and just cut them down to size. That will work also just fine. So I don't know yet if I'm going to leave this open, or if I'm going to do like some fake curtains, or maybe do like a cool wiring. I don't know yet, but we'll do that some other day. So this is where we're at now. Far from finished, but I'm loving it so far. Still no shelving in the hearth. I still need to finish painting the appliances, like I said, and I'll be adding lighting to the vent hood at some point, not yet. And that's pretty much it. If it looks like that cabinet's about to fall off the wall, that's because it is. I just taped it up there to kind of give a more completed look for the video. So I'd love to know what you think. Please comment below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And of course, I hope to see you next time for the second part of the kitchen remodel. Thank you. Bye.